Wow, it is 30 degrees here today, the end of February, and it feels great. The snow is dripping off the roof, and that's awesome because last week it was 30 below. And I just thought I'd take a minute to do a real quick video here just to tell you a little bit about what this year looks like and what you can expect on this channel for the upcoming year 2021. Of course, I'm going to have a lot of good do-it-yourself public land deer hunting information, and there'll be bear hunting information as well. But I want to talk through some of the hunts that I'm going to be doing this year that you'll be able to follow along on. And of course, you know I love my spring bear hunting in Canada. If you've watched this channel for very long, you've seen a lot of spring bear hunts in Canada, but unfortunately that's probably just not going to happen this year. So I'm going to focus on spring bear hunting in the United States. And there's a couple of really interesting spring bear hunts, one in the Olympic Peninsula of Washington and one in Maine, that are spring hunts in states that don't have spring bear hunting. They're that way because they are Native American tribes that hold these hunts. So I'm going to try to do both of those over the next few years, and I have scheduled the first one for the end of April this year, and I'll be going to Maine, and I'll be hunting with George Savatis on Native American lands in Maine. And this is the only way you can do this, is you have to hunt on First Nation lands with a First Nation guide. So I'm going to be going with George, and it should be really fun. He kills some nice big bears out there, and it's an opportunity for me to hunt in the spring. And then in the future, I'm going to try to schedule this one in Washington where they bait on native lands on the Olympic Peninsula, out just right off the Pacific Ocean. That should be pretty cool too. So that's the first bear hunt in April, and then in May I'm going on a do-it-yourself public land hunt for bear in Idaho, in northern Idaho, and I'm going to take my buddy Virgil with me. You met Virgil last year if you watched my Wyoming do-it-yourself public land bear hunt in August. Virgil's had foot surgery this winter, so he's trying to get himself through the physical therapy and everything like that, so he'll be able to carry buckets of bait and everything, and he's pretty excited about going. It should be a really fun hunt where we're just going out there to the mountains of Idaho. We're going to get out and try to find some good spots and get some bears on the baits, and it's a tall order. I mean, this is very challenging, especially as you just don't know what you're going to have for spring snows and where the bears are going to be, and if you're going to be able to access them. The forest roads might be still gated off because there's too much snow, or they might have a slide blocking them even if they're not gated off. So we're just going to go out there and give it a try, and it's a real, I mean, it's kind of a long shot, but it should be really fun to just camp in a wall tent again and hunt Idaho. So then during the summer, of course, I'll be putting some good information on here on bow hunting road trips to different states and public land hunting and all that stuff that you've come to expect from this channel. And then the middle of August, the bear baiting starts here in Minnesota, and I'm going to do a vlog on the bear guiding that I do here in Minnesota starting the middle of August. I'm going to show you trail camera pictures of the bears that are hitting the baits and just some information about how we do it, and you know, just heading out in the woods and trying to get these bears to come in during daylight. And then the season opens September 1st for bears, and I'll have some hunters in camp up on my lake property, and we'll just kind of bring you some updates from time to time, probably not every day, but maybe 2 or 3 times a week about the bears that we're shooting, and we'll get some good video footage, and hopefully we'll get some of the people that are hunting with me to film their hunts, and we'll put those on here. So then about the middle of September is when the archery deer season starts right here in Minnesota. I should have at least one buck tag and one doe tag this year. The deer population is pretty good, and we've had a fairly mild winter this year, so there might be more doe tags available in this area where I hunt here. And we're going to do some pretty cool stuff where I got a bunch of guys that are going to get together and make some videos on processing a whole bunch of deer recipes all at once, and we're just going to have a huge party here, and I'm going to shoot a doe, and then we're going to eat the whole deer. And so you know, you'll be watching a video that says we ate the whole deer, and it should be pretty cool. I got a whole bunch of people that are going to be involved, and probably about 8 to 10 different recipes that we're going to fix this deer, and then we're going to have a big party and everybody's going to eat the deer. So that'll be in September. In October, there's a chance I might go on an elk hunt in Colorado, but that's right now it's probably less than 50-50. Some things have got to fall together. We'll see on that. October, I will be then hunting in Wisconsin. I'll be doing a public land hunt in western Wisconsin, and I'll be doing a collaboration with another YouTuber who's a traveling public land hunter as well and has another YouTube channel. We're going to get together and compare notes and just kind of show you how each of us sorts out a new piece of property. Neither one of us have been to these properties, these public land areas that we're going to, and so we're just going to kind of walk you through the process of how we figure it out and how we hang and hunt, and hopefully we'll kill a couple of deer on that. So that'll be during probably early October. Then my November rut hunt. Now typically in the past I've done 2 public land trips for whitetails during the rut. I usually pick 2 states, but I'm going to draw an Iowa tag this year. I expect to draw an Iowa tag. I have enough points to draw southeast Iowa, so hopefully I'll draw. If I don't draw Iowa, then I'll probably just go to Missouri or North Dakota or something like that. But my odds are high of drawing Iowa, so I'm going to focus on that. I've also got the points to draw Kansas. I've got 1 or 2 in Kansas, and a lot of places you can draw with 1, or some places in Kansas you can actually draw with no points, but the area that I want to draw takes a point. But I really feel like I want to concentrate on this Iowa hunt and devote all my time to that, because you got a lot cheaper. You got $750, $800 invested just in your tags and licenses in Iowa, and I just don't want to feel like I got pressure to go somewhere else, so I'm going to just focus on that. So if you're not already a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you're along for all these trips. There'll be some vlogs on these hunts where I'm uploading content every couple days, or maybe even every day in some cases. I'm showing you trail camera pictures. I'm giving an update on what I'm finding and what I'm learning, and it should be really good. Thank you so much for being along, and we got lots of good stuff coming. You don't want to miss it.